live. Oh shit, and I'm not really ready, and there's people in the chat and they're going, what the fuck is Bill doing? Holy cow, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit the intro, so close your volume, I guess. Howdy. It's just me and Chuck, man. There's other people coming, I swear. Don't take it the wrong way.
But our egos are big enough to fill a room with 4 people.
Yes, because we still don't have our shit, which means we get to bitch. Legitimately.
I have two individual orders for Mini 3 Pros and Fly More Plus kits. 2 different third-party suppliers. One doesn't know what the hell's going on. They're
strong like mule.
Strong like mule. And they have no... That's Crutchfield. Crutchfield doesn't know their ass from a hole in the ground. I get different stories from different reps when I call up and like ask for support. And then, yeah, help me out. And then we have Drone Nerds down in Florida that seems to be like, yes, we're going to have plenty of units. You're on the list. You're fine. End of the month. They're like, we're confident.
But then tell the story about the Flymore kits.
Oh, yeah. Drone Nerds is sitting on Flymore kits, but they refuse to sell them without drones. This sounds sketchy in itself. There's so much stuff going on right now. And all of that combined with the fact that if you had ordered from DJI at the beginning of May, you'd have your stuff. For the first time ever, DJI shipped before their third-party people, which is like...
He's being mean. He's being mean, man.
Am I being mean?
No, you're not. Hang on. Another arrival. Oh!
Hello, this is the Mini 3 guest hosting tonight. Folks, I got an explanation. I'm late to the show. I had to answer the door. UPS dropped off a little care package for me a few minutes ago. My DJI Mini 3 Pro Flymore Kit Plus just arrived via UPS a few minutes ago.
Oh, plus
Where are ND filters, Ron? Do you have ND filters? Because I do.
Well, I have. Well, they're not available from DJI.
I have them free.
You just have to get on a waiting list. But I reached out to the good people at Skyread, and they're sending me a package coming, I think, Friday.
Oh, you're going to see you to do a review.
I'm sitting on a 6-pack of ND filters.
Oh, okay. So, welcome everybody to Drone Therapy Season 6, Episode 25. Will Bill ever get his Mini 3 Pro? Yeah,
no, we're kind of get his. That's more.
Yeah, that's the inside joke. So, will Chuck get his first, or will I get mine first? So, Vegas is now taking odds.
Yeah.
Vegas is now taking odds. It's the betting is heavier than the freaking Super Bowl.
Oh yeah. So let me ask the key question: Who ordered from what source? I know Bill put his order in through our friends over at Best Buy, but who did Chuck order from?
No. I went. Oh, Bill, I'm talking about me personally.
Yeah. No, you ordered from Best Buy, correct?
No, I ordered B&H.
Oh, B&H. Chuck, who did you go with?
I have 2 horses. I have Drone Nerds and I have Crutchfield.
So you have a 2 though. So you should be the favorite in this betting thing. Bills are a long shot here.
I don't know.
Well, up until now, go ahead.
They won't even be on the slow boat from China till the 29th.
Hey, yeah. Bill, Chuck's. I don't know. Ask people in chat. Chuck's audio is real low. Ask the chat if they're hearing the same thing I am.
Hold on. My bad.
Much better.
Okay, cool.
Much better.
All right. Let's holler.
Thanks,
Let me holler over here at the crowd. I'm going to scroll all the way back up to the top. And then first off, we had Andrew come in. Then we had Jody Drone Shots, JSK Enterprise. Jim's droning was busting my balls about me not having the Mini 3 and probably never getting the Mini 3 until the Mini 4 came out.
Probably
Akira
the Mini
Show
47.
Yep. Akira Show in the house. Let's see. Jim's droning. Kovaction, Wayne B, Mudball Creative, AZ Drone Dude, Dave, good to see you. Kovaction again, Jim's droning. Maddie's Drone World coming in to say, hey, Drone Life RC, Flying Flynn Media,
the freaking drone
Scott Nadeau, Artco Drone Solutions, Flying with Stan, who I finally got to moderate when I saw him pop into the chat. Lake Pilot, Akira Show, I see again. Maddie's Drone World telling everybody hi. Drone Shots again, telling some more people hello. Let's see, did I miss Steve W. Knowles? Dewey UAVP morning. Oh, morning. Yes, hello. It's evening for us.
Everything.
Chris Wedgeworth. The Wedgeworth is in the house. I was trying to think of something kind of creative thing to say with Wedge, but it just didn't come out right. Oh, and then I thought about Top Gun. Wedge. Or no, Wedge. Star Wars. Duh. Anyway.
Where are you? What planet are you on, Bill?
The squirrel.
Squirrel
is taking control early.
Squirrel is taking you to Tatooine or
something.
Wait.
Lloyd is here. Lloyd is also in the house.
Lloyd's on us.
Very good. Wait a minute. Ron, are you like naked over there or something?
I'll change around eventually. Hey, Bill,
okay.
Bill, can I address Chuck's comment just a little bit here? We talked about the DJI filters not being available. And as of when I looked yesterday, the freewheel filters were not available. And the key for me is they're not available on Amazon. I refuse to pay freewheel $20 in shipping charges to send something out that weighs a couple ounces to me.
Well, I did that. So I have.
Well, you have a Corvette, so you have a bigger budget than I do.
He has.
Actually, yeah, my budget's okay. So like, I just don't care. But
it's just on principle, Chuck. I could be Nelson B. Rockefeller, and I still wouldn't pay Amazon $20.
You had to be on
I wouldn't pay freewheel to ship $20.
Yeah, I did hesitate before I clicked the buy button, but then I thought there was a small chance that the freewheel filters would show up similar time frame to the drone itself, but that hasn't worked out as planned. So I guess.
Oh yeah. He's like rubbing. He's like, look, boys, I've already flown mine, and I know that you really want to fly yours too.
Well, actually,
no, I didn't fly this kit yet. This just came.
Actually. Which one, Ron, is that the plus or the regular one? I can't tell those pictures.
The plus.
Yeah.
You did the plus? Okay. Yeah.
So I always what do you call it? Supersize it?
You supersize it. Yeah, but if you have an Air 2S, don't you?
I do.
Okay. Well, that's interesting because I thought if I had an Air 2S, I probably would have got the smaller batteries because the sub 250 weight class does have its advantages, and your Air 2S is kick ass. The sensor's a little bigger than the Mini 3 and so on. So the Mini 3 is with the plus batteries is perfect if you don't have an Air 2S. But you have an Air 2S, man. That thing's an awesome drone.
Yes, it is.
You don't really need that little dude right there. Just send it to me.
Can I give some?
So I can win the contest and get it first.
Billy, want a little breaking news here?
Well, yes, go for it.
Okay, our good friends over at Litchi, makers of third-party apps for the DJI drones. They now, just today, they're at least the iOS app first got an app update, and now the Air 2S supports waypoints in the Litchi app.
Yeah, I have Litchi. I bought it through the Amazon store, so I could put it on any device I own that had Fly or Go For or whatever. Yeah. But I am not a fan of using it because. If you lose your drone and you're using Litchi, you're screwed.
Well, remember, Chuck, this one thing that mostly Litchi, it doesn't work until a DJI drone is a year old and released the SD.
Yeah, that's actually,
and that usually means that you're not under a whole lot of worry at that point. Anyways.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And we were joined by our great friend, Big Bob Dempsey, out in Vegas. I was just about to quote Bob when you mentioned about the batteries, Chuck. Bob's looking for another standard battery for his Mini 3. He's got the same kit I do, but he wants that second regular battery, and you cannot buy that separately any place that we can find right now, Chuck.
Really?
No,
Really?
I've seen people advertising it for anywhere from $109 to $180
Look,
on Amazon.
Bob, all you have to do, you have a label maker? Do you have a label maker? Just print a 249G sticker and put it on the big battery and stick it on the drone, and it'll be just fine.
And
It'll be
hope the
fine.
police officer doesn't have a scale in his car.
Oh, they don't have a scale.
Well,
You'll be fine.
part of my report tonight is we are going to go to Italy.
Oh, the trip's back. Well, yeah, I was going to say, first of
Yeah.
all, you skipped the headline, Bob. How's Audrey feeling?
She moved today into last night into a rehab facility,
The country club.
and it's gorgeous.
It
I
looks
mean,
nice.
I don't
I saw
know
the
if
pictures.
any of you have seen it online there,
Saw the
and I
pictures on
posted some
Facebook.
Facebook pictures. But I mean, it is like A1, super high class, wonderful facility.
Does she have like oiled up freaking waxed guys walking around with buff chests, like, massaging her?
No,
Are you
it's
comfortable?
Just,
She
it's
does,
just
she does,
extremely
Chuck, but he
nice.
can't talk about that on air.
Yeah, he can't talk about that because he can't. He can't hold a candle. to
Extremely
those-
nice, and she has a chef there. They have
I'm sure she does.
they make whatever you want to eat. I mean, she can custom order everything she wants.
I'm just a gigolo, and everywhere I
Yes,
go.
I was able today to go over and take
Sorry, Bill.
a Roku Express over and plug it into the TV set in her room so she can have all of her own, Netflix, Hulu, HBO, whatever she wants. She's got, she's completely connected.
So you're
So
going to empty your Netflix queue
No,
out over
Akira
the next
show.
few weeks.
Hold
huh?
on, Akira show is accusing me of something a little sketchy, but no, dude. But if it was like Hooters chicks, that'd be awesome. I want to go to like the Hooters place and
no, the
just
the
like
place
oil
here
them
in
up
Las
and rub them
Vegas-
on me. That'd be awesome.
Let's pass on the fact that we would have to have cancer to
The
get
place
there
in
the
Las
first place.
Vegas is called Twin Peaks.
Nice.
Like the TV show?
No, that's the
No, I
that's
think the Twin
bar
Peaks is
with all
something
the
else.
little girls with hardly anything on, and
Uh-oh.
a sports bar
Sure,
and
only
food
Vegas.
and
Hey, we're going down a bit of a rat hole here. Let's get us back on the tracks again here.
Oh no, we were
now,
fine. We were way squirrel eyes to something
you said the
super
alien
nasty.
trip
It was
somehow
good.
got rescued out of all this.
What?
Tails.
You said the alien trip's back on again.
yes,
Yes.
yes. We're not leaving. We were going to go on July 5th and spend 3 weeks roaming around the north of Italy and then getting on a cruise ship on July 25th. So we're now going around July 20th. We're going to stay a few days with some friends who live in Rome, and we're getting on the cruise ship. She may have to take a scooter, but we can work that all out, and hopefully, and then we're going to come back about the 7th or 8th of August.
So that explains why that extra 256 battery is key to you for that trip.
Yes.
Look at that, Bill. I circled it back to drone again.
yes.
I
Oh,
got
well,
it
Bob.
we went
Bob,
all the way
they-
around. We got back to drones.
Well,
They-
the thing,
They won't notice. Just get the bigger batteries and just close your eyes.
the bigger batteries. Well, the
Screw
thing,
the Italians. What are they gonna? You're an American tourist. You can do whatever the hell you want in Italy. They can't stop
No.
you. Just say,
Especially Chuck when he's got a
say,
handicap. Especially when he's got a
fungu.
handicapped person with him.
Yeah,
That's
so-
right. That's
yeah,
right.
fun-
Say,
fungu.
I thought they were 249
Fungu.
grams. How could I have been wrong?
fungu.
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 Hey, Chris.
Well, okay.
Hey, Chris.
Here's the thing.
Chris
Bob,
is all
you said-
clean shaven. Look at that. He's all
you
like
said
trimmed
he's-
up.
Oh,
He's
nice.
salon perfect.
Yeah.
He's I think we're going to be in Vegas on like the 18th or the 19th. So the day-
so we may connect.
yes, I was thinking. I was like, the minute you said that, I got to looking. I was like, I
Oh
think
my
we're gonna
goodness.
actually be
Yeah,
there.
we could connect, Bill. Yeah.
Well,
So
welcome
we'll-
in, Chris Hope. But what's the weather report, Chris, down in East Texas?
Hot, and real hot.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Another
Thunderstorm in Las Vegas right now.
Bridge building weather.
Don't you guys need a lot of water, like in Nevada as a whole? I mean, isn't like Lake Mead like almost like a dust bowl? What are you guys gonna do
still
when
have
Lake
30
Mead?
years of water left there.
On
No
whose
problem.
watch? I think that's a kind estimate. I think you guys are screwed. You guys need rainfall bad.
Yes.
Oh, Robbie's here.
Hello, Robbie.
All right.
Hey, Ron,
All right, so
Ron
Ron,
Brown.
Ron
that-
Brown.
I'm here.
Is
My Mavic 3 is here anyway. I mean, my Mini 3 is here anyways.
Well, I'm glad you got the package I sent.
Well, that's
Yes.
that's
Oh,
what
oh,
I was
oh,
gonna
yeah.
say.
Show it
Is,
off.
Thank you.
yeah,
You're
that's
welcome.
cool.
Anytime.
As much as I want a Mini 3, I need it for my Alaska trip. But right now, the Mavic 3 is just fine. In fact,
What did he? Wait. What did he say?
Chuck, have you done a GPS test lately?
yeah, it's connecting in under 2 minutes. It's badass. It's good enough.
Good.
It's Chuck approved finally.
Are you home?
What
What did you do, fly?
Since the recent firmware update, it's even improved more. The one that
It's,
came out just like within the past week. We got a
No,
model.
I haven't. I haven't flown it in the past week. I've been.
It's improved even more,
busy.
Chuck.
Yeah, well, that's good because, like, well, you know, the Mavic 3 Pro is rumored to be released in November, and that's going to fix everything. And make
Well,
us
now
feel
that they
like
fixed the
idiots for
GPS
buying it.
issues, that Pro's on hold, Chuck.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
just that was just a rumor that to pacify people when the GPS wasn't
What
working.
they're
Yeah.
going to do with the Pro supposedly is allow the zoom lens and the regular 4/3 sensor to film simultaneously, so you could edit the two pieces together.
That's a
Supposedly.
juicy rumor.
It's a good rumor. Isn't
Or-
it? That's a good rumor, isn't it?
It is very good.
We're going to go ahead and throw in a 1-inch sensor for the zoom lens.
You
So
mean
we
a
got
bird?
one
You got a
for
bird that
4
has-
birds
How-
and a 1. It's just
where's
going to
that
be
payload?
massive.
Yeah, where's that payload going to go, dude? I mean, like,
Wish in
Now,
one
I
hand,
did
wish in one hand, cock in the other.
I did hear that they have ND filters that will be divided, so you can have a separate ND for the zoom lens and a ND for the 4/3 sensor, which is a great idea.
Yeah.
So that way, you know what I mean? Because you have different f-stops and everything, so you can fine tune them, which is cool.
Wow.
And you
Well,
really,
we hope not,
need,
Bob.
you really need the ND filter more for the zoom than you do the you know the micro four thirds, 'cause you have your aperture that you control.
Disagree.
Yeah, you control your exposure on that more so.
I respectfully disagree on that because really the 4/3 sensor is you're going to do the business work. It's going to be that great big sensor. The zoom lens is cool, but I mean seriously, it's like if you're going to use if you're going to do real serious like borderline National Geographic stuff, you're going to use the 4/3 sensor. If you're
Right.
going to do fun stuff, the zoom lens is certainly a fun lens and can get good stuff now that they've upped the firmware, but it's shit compared to the 4/3. Come on, man. It's shit.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, I don't have the link, but I know a guy's a professional filmmaker in LA would argue with you. He was using the
Yeah.
zoom to get parallax shots and whatever, using the 7x
Well,
zoom
that's
for
what
for
it's-
professional production. I mean, this
Okay.
is
No.
just a
That's
default shot.
that's a valid point. Using it for parallax and stuff to get that cool effect. That's
And I mean, he just
different,
used seconds of that. I'm not saying he did that for
Yeah, yeah.
minutes and minutes on end. He threw like 2 or 3 seconds of those parallax.
Angel said to tell you 20 seconds yesterday.
20 seconds.
I got 25, Chuck, the other day.
Sweet. I'll try it
I'm so-
again. I will seriously try it again, but I was not disappointed. I'm honest when I say that I was pissed off before. You guys know this is true. I was super pissed off, but sub 2 minutes for me is fine because it takes me, I'm old, I'm slow. It takes me that long to get everything situated, to make sure my props are clicked on right, everything's okay, and I'm ready to fly.
yeah,
And 2
yeah.
minutes is about right for me. So that's like cool. So anything less is a bonus, in my opinion.
But Bob, what ND filters were you showing us there?
Some etchy malechi,
What do you have?
Chinese Mini 3 Pro filters
Yeah.
that I got from I know it's no name Yachazi or something like that.
They're probably made in the same straw hut as Freewell. They just can't say Freewell.
Yeah, they were
Are they
about
glass?
$50, and it came with 6 filters. And the reason is because I mean, in Nevada, I have to use either a 32 or a 64. I mean,
Especially with the
normally it is
f1 point.
extremely bright here.
Yeah, with that f-stop on the
Well,
lens.
yeah,
you're gonna have to really
and Bob, with Mini 3, if you use these other filters for your regular drones. You'll need the 128 on the Mini 3.
So what about if you
Yeah.
film in 60 frames a second though and use a 1/20th shutter? Then your shutter
Wait a
speed's
minute.
a little.
Let's go check
quicker.
on other live streams. Something tells me Ron's on another stream.
Is he?
Yeah, look, there you go.
Oh, there's his hand.
This is a dead
Switching
shot.
audio,
Live
man.
shot.
Like that.
Live shot.
This is
Yeah.
like fisheye. We have Ron and his Mini 3 is kind of like fisheye, and
This is the first time I appeared in a live show just with the drone.
Oh,
I've done this before.
he's doing.
Yeah,
wait a minute. He's doing Sean.
yeah, he's doing
Yeah,
like
yeah,
air
air
photography,
He's
right?
doing Sean,
Show
man.
Show us your hands,
He's-
yeah, like air
He's
photography.
channeling Sean. He's
There you go.
channeling
Yeah,
Sean.
There, that's it, right there.
He's
If
channeling
I'm going to
Sean.
channel somebody, I might as well channel one of the best.
Yep.
He is a good channel. It's funny how it's just his hands all the time.
Okay, so he's saying he got it in 20 seconds in the cold. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But the longest I've had to wait, period,
Like
is
2
like
minutes.
two minutes. Period.
Yeah, and that's totally acceptable. I know there are other drones that are way faster. All my other DJI drones are way faster. But truth be told, it takes me about 2 minutes to be like ready to rip anyway. So it's like
So I have a problem with the Mini 3.
Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
What? I'm just waving at people that are coming in and I haven't seen before.
If I go to the map view,
Yes.
now I
Yeah.
don't have any Wi-Fi turned on or anything,
Okay.
but I don't even get the arrow. It's a solid gray screen, nothing. I don't have a line going back to home point. I don't
Oh,
have
boy.
blue lines where I've flown,
Well, that's
but
not
I
good.
expected I wasn't going to get the map because
Which controller, Bob?
the
Which
the new RC Pro
The
or
DJ
RC
Well,
whatever
not-
it's
that's
called.
not what the RC whatever it is, the one with the screen.
Yeah,
The poor man's RC Pro.
yeah, that's the
I like
but I'm
this
getting
one.
just the solid gray. I did on Monday. I was at my brother-in-laws were both in town, and we were able to go out Monday morning. I think I've gotten to fly this thing like 3 times since I've had it. But I mean, I was in a
See what Angel wrote. Bob.
huh?
He says just go on Wi-Fi, just Wi-Fi hotspot the thing for a little bit, and you'll get your maps. I think is what he
Well,
said.
I mean, I got nothing, not even a little arrow to show me
yeah,
show
but
me
I
the
think,
drone.
I think you need Wi-Fi just long enough to get everything situated, and then you're good to go.
Yeah,
think
and
that's what Angel's
I don't know if
saying.
this is the solution to Bob's problem, but Bob, you are aware that with the latest firmware update for the Mini 3, it now turns Wi-Fi and Bluetooth off by default.
I saw
Now,
that.
you can turn them back on manually, but it will turn them off by default. That's supposedly to
For the
help
quick-
with the transfer.
quick transfer,
But a
right.
lot of people think that has to do with improving the signal strength and range.
Ah,
Well, it's less crap in
Okay.
the way, so
Well, I
I
can
see
try
where that's
that.
beneficial. Yeah.
Yeah.
use my phone hotspot.
I'm agreeing with Chuck. Just go in and manually make sure you have Wi-Fi and
Well, that's-
Bluetooth on and see if that helps.
That's Angel. Angel suggested. I think it's a great idea. Give it a
Yeah.
whirl and see how it works.
I'm going to go out.
Send that Angel a free T-shirt.
Yeah,
Yes.
send Angel a free T-shirt.
All right.
Anyway,
Speaking of
if it
t-shirts,
works,
I-
if it works, Bob. If it doesn't work, make him send
hold
you a
off on
T-shirt.
that free T-shirt until you make sure.
Yeah, if it doesn't work, make
Yeah.
him send you a T-shirt for the inconvenience.
I just
Wait a
ordered
minute,
a
who's-
Plus Old Farts T-shirt.
Oh, you ordered yourself an Old Farts T-shirt? Yeah, I'm my own best customer. I've done that for
Yeah.
Well, no,
my
I
own
mean I
Cove
haven't
Action
sold
best customer,
T-shirts
too.
ever before, but if this quality comes back looking decent, I'm going to put it out for
Who-
sale.
Who are you using? Spring?
Huge pod.
Huge Pod.
Huge
Yes,
pot.
HUGEPOD.
Okay, I've been using Spring, and I'd say their quality has improved.
like a
but
baby's arm holding an apple.
Spring's quality certainly has improved. It used to become invisible ink after a few washings, like 5 or 6 washings.
Uh-huh.
Now, if I turn them inside out, they seem to hold up better than they did before.
Yeah, I was concerned. I want full color image on a black shirt.
And you can do that, but I mean
Yeah,
whatever Spring's using for ink materials, it's
it's a direct to transfer. It's a direct
Yeah.
DTG.
yeah.
So we'll see. I'll when it arrives, it looks decent. I'll offer it for sale.
Wow. How much is it going to cost if it's direct to transfer, though?
$19.95 for the shirt and $10 to ship it.
Wow. Okay, that's not too bad at all.
Is that U.S. only, Bob?
No, I think I can go international
Canada
with this.
Ooh, international.
Oh,
Nice.
sweet. My daughter says she loves that old farts guy.
Loves the old first guy.
All right. Well, wonderful.
Tell her Bob's taken.
Shh.
Yeah,
No.
Bob's a
She's
taken
not
man.
supposed to tell anybody, but Santa Claus kind of moonlights.
Santa Claus might not just come once a year.
Yeah. Santa Claus moonlights, and he goes by a different name.
We got an update on the hockey game, Bill. The
Bye,
late
bye,
one
monetization.
nothing on the Avalanche.
Oh, Avalanche has scored?
No, with Lightning 1, Avalanche 0.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Wait a minute. Okay, what's the score in games now? Is it 2-1 or 3-1?
I think it's
2-1.
Yeah, because I knew it was 2-0 the other day, and the whole point is they got to come back and win 4 now to
No,
make it
Avalanche
3 in a row.
had 7-0 in game 2.
Right.
Oh wow!
Are you an Avalanche fan? Are you an Avalanche fan, Bob?
Well, they're the only ones that were kind of close to Las Vegas.
They're your
So
local
yeah,
team. Okay.
we play them often. You know, the Golden Knights here play them often. So yes, I guess that's if I'm rooting for anybody, that's who I'm rooting for.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom's right about
That's
the when you do full color on black, you got to put white behind it all to make sure it shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. It's an extra
Yeah.
step. Yep.
Yes, everybody, holler at Mike. Tell him because he went through. He had some stuff done with his arm or wrist. I don't want to step out there, but
Really?
yeah, he's in recovery and stuff. So
Oh,
I
that's
don't want to
right.
let.
Yeah.
He posted a couple of pictures and stuff. So he's in pain. So yeah, everybody keep him in your minds. And
He's got enough wacky stuff to kind of soften the pain, I think.
oh yeah, but still, surgery is not fun. So
No.
please, everybody, keep him in your thoughts. And
Yep.
shoulder, whole fudge, even worse, man. So it's the whole. Blah, oh wow. Got to do some evening work. Oh, yeah.
Huey from Ireland is asking me if we do old fart fat sizes. And I think this company
Triple
goes
X.
up to 4X.
4XL.
Yeah.
I had to
So-
send one of those to Keith at the K-Spot before he went on his massive diet regime there. And now I think he's shrunk down to, he fits in more normal stuff now. He's been working hard at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to work harder at it. Okay, so the other thing that has been brought to people's attention, if you go to, well, let me put it over here on the other screen. If you go to Hubson.com,
Yeah.
let me go ahead and
What's that,
share
Hubson?
this. Hang on. Wait. You're going to love
I'm
this.
excited now. What's going on?
You're going to love this. Let's go to screen 2. We're going to do a share. We got it up here. We're going to just type it in. We're going to go Hubson. Right there it is, Hubson.com.
Our
All
good
right,
friend
boom.
Stuart Hobson.
And what do we get? Exo drone.
So, what happened to Hobson, Bill?
Is there a takeover of
Maybe.
A
Hobson
merger, possibly?
drone?
Yeah.
Oh, a merger possibly? Or can you do this? Is it? Yeah, here we go. What happens if you hit this button? Wait a minute. Is it both of them went? It used to be that you could hit the Hubson. You come down here to the NA, right?
Uh-huh.
They've taken them both over now. So
who the hell is EXO? Pardon me for not caring, but who
they
are
were the ones. Didn't you remember? They had their stuff kind of popping up everywhere, and they were selling some really cheap drones to begin with. But they got some. Apparently, they got some people involved with a little bit of money, and
Kind of looks like.
it's all Hubson products.
It looks like a Mavic. Or it looks like a Mini and an Air, the original DJI Air.
Well,
Kind
it's
of
all
banged one
Hudson
another, and
products,
that was
what
the
it is.
offspring.
I think didn't. Okay, so Ken
That's,
supposedly
that's basically the Hubson Zeno Mini Pro there, rebranded, I think.
yeah, exactly.
Is that what it
See, the Exo Mini. Okay, and then we'll go. Let's
You know
see.
what?
We
Though?
got.
My
What's
friend at
this?
Hubson.
Oh, does that not look a Xeno to you? What is it? A Xeno 2 maybe?
The Cinemaster 2? Yeah, it could be. Yep.
And then we got the X7 Ranger Plus. What the hell is
I
that?
hell is that thing?
I think this is a Bugs clone, I believe somebody told me, Bill. This is a clone of some Bugs drone.
And we got a Black Hawk 2, which looks like an Air.
That's the Hubson Ace, which looks like the Mavic Air 1.
Yeah, the original OG Air. And then, of course, the Mini, which is the Hubson Mini Pro.
I'm just not impressed. I mean, Hubson, I have some really bad taste.
No, it's not Hubson. It's EXO.
Well, EXO, formerly known as Hubson, the drone manufacturer formerly known as Hubson, kind of like Prince. The artist formerly known as Prince.
And Chuck, before you say anything bad about Hubson, the CEO of EXO called them the finest drone maker in the world on numerous shows.
Who paid him to say that? Who paid him to say that? Because
and how much did he get?
Their stuff is crap. I'm sorry. I mean, my buddy had a Hubson. It was a piece of shit. The thing flew like crap. It literally flew into the side of a school, like, poof, with the GPS on. It didn't know where the hell it was. It was like freaking. It went to the Helen Keller School of Obstacle Avoidance. Just flew right into the building. Like,
yeah, but Bill's gonna get him
Helen Keller, please. You know,
EXO has new firmware for him, Chuck. So that's not going to happen anymore.
Yeah, whatever. I'm a DJI guy. I admit it.
Oh, it sounds like what I need to do, but I'm terrified to do.
I'm not.
And mine's on my left shoulder. Because he's like because I've had so many cortisone shots. He's like, eventually it's just going to turn your muscles into mush. You really need to go ahead and have surgery.
Mush.
That's what he said.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be so disrespectful to Hubson, except I really don't care.
The point is nobody said anything. So Ron, is that what you're telling us? It's a merger? Where did that come from with the merger?
Well, if you listen to their CEO, he's got all sorts of spin. He can tell you about the merging and partnership and whatever, but he never uses the word rebrand, which is probably the most accurate word.
Well, the thing about it is Hubson does not exist anymore.
Yeah, they're gone.
It does if you're not in the U.S. Bill, if you did that web search in Canada or Mexico,
yeah, try Hubson.ca. Good point, Ron. Try Hubson.ca and see what happens.
Do you know how to fake your IP address to make it seem like you're overseas?
I could probably do
that.
If you use a VPN, you can do that stuff, right?
VPN, yeah.
Yeah. So what's
I'm serious. If you're not in the U.S., you will still buy the drone. The only place in the world where it says EXO drone is the U.S. The rest of the world is still Hubson. You still go to Hubson's website and order from them.
So what happens if you do try Hubson.ca? What happens?
It didn't work for me.
Yeah. Good luck hacking in, Chuck.
I used to have NordVPN. I used to have NordVPN, but I just let it lapse because it just didn't do anything for me. I didn't care.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So the gist is here, Chuck, is though these drones, if you buy an EXO drone, it's marked up 25 to 30% in price than if you bought the same Hubson model.
Wow.
You're paying a large markup.
I guess they're trying to recoup their investment to buying Hubson out. Maybe they're trying to get their money back.
Oh no, they've got crawlers and shit too, though.
No. They rebrand other people too, and not just Hubson.
Dewey sent me this. Let me get this up here.
Okay, get it up.
Scratching my nose.
Scratching my nose. I'm scratching my nose. See, look.
Oh, they have cars. Nice.
Yeah, that was like.
Yeah, they're probably a rebrand of
Speed Raptor.
Strong like mule.
Strong like mule.
Bill,
remember my little mule in
scroll down
Romancing the Stone?
Oh shit! What? Sorry, Ron. Wait. Ron
go back to where you were and scroll down a little bit.
I'm trying to. Is Ron really here, or is he just playing with us? It's recorded. It's recorded, okay. Ron.
Scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, it's
okay. See,
it's Max Ron room.
That one drone in the middle. That's the Bugs drone rebranded. That middle drone.
The Cinemaster.
That's a one of those Beast drones rebranded.
What is that?
And the Black Hawk is obviously a Xeno.
That Cinemaster just looks so clunky.
And the X7 Ranger, isn't that like what was that thing?
That may be a Bugs 16 or something rebrand.
What was it? There was another one. It was called like a bull or something, wasn't it?
Strong like bull.
You sure that you're not thinking of the Beast drone? There's a whole bunch.
Yeah,
of
Beast.
Yeah, the little one. The little one's obviously
Beastmaster. That's the Beast. That's the Beastmaster.
Yeah, it should be the Beastmaster. You wouldn't pay $4.99 for a Beast drone any place else but EXO. If you bought that off of Banggood, that'd be like $2.99.
The Beastmaster. chains sold separately.
Oh, Bill's gonna check his order for us.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Check
Right,
your
here we
order,
go.
Maybe
Dude,
on the way,
don't bother.
you may
It's
win the
like-
Vegas odds.
Look at this. Look at this. Look,
Bill, you
new
got the whole
order,
kit
new
coming.
order, new order, new order, new order. Oh, wait a minute. One of them. This used to be a back order.
See, they have
now
their
new order.
yeah.
This changed. This just changed. This was a back order. And remember, because literally, Chuck, before we went live, I showed you, and it was a back order, remember?
Yes.
And now it's a new order, and I'm still back ordered here.
All right, I'm gonna see what's going on in my world. Let's see.
So something's moving.
Yeah,
I
bowels
think.
moving. I think
Bill, before
Something's
you-
moving.
Bill,
your
before you know it,
bowels
the
are
UPS
moving.
truck will be at your front door.
the brown truck.
The brown will
Well,
be at the
it
door.
will be
says
actually
oops
there'll
on the
be
side.
a delivery truck showing up Saturday, but it's
That's-
bringing my wife's new refrigerator.
Nice.
He's like a dumbass. Not once, but twice. Y'all going okay? We're gonna go Squirrel. I'm gonna leave the drone
All right,
shit up
go
here for a
Squirrel,
minute
it's all good.
while we go Squirrel.
Okay.
Okay, so first off, I ordered a refrigerator for my wife
What kind?
from Best Buy. It was
Okay.
an LG, right?
LG. I got an LG.
Okay.
Been working
Okay,
great.
but
I
it,
got a
you know,
Samsung.
I realized the first delivery that the space I was going to plug it into in the kitchen was just not quite tall enough.
Oh boy.
Okay,
hate when
so
that
I
happens.
sent them away that day.
Right,
So
order
I pull
back
it out and
order.
everything. I get what is a reciprocating saw, whatever. And I'm cutting it down, hacking it down. So I make it. There's plenty of room now. I can get it in. And then I realize once they show up the second time, my door's not big enough for this giant new refrigerator.
Oh, no.
that I
They
bought
take
my
they can take the
wife.
doors off though. Usually fit it through a normal 36-inch wide doorway.
It's not a
Yeah.
normal 36. My door, and so even if I remove
Those are-
my doors, my house is 1969.
You
Okay,
gotta remove
Yeah, I
the
think-
doors from the refrigerator.
so here's the thing: even
Yeah,
if
so
I remove
Bob's
the door
right.
from my house,
Yeah.
it still wasn't big enough.
Oh.
And here's the thing: I think it was my doorway with the door taken off is 34 inches wide. With the doors off of the refrigerator, it was 35 and 5/8 inches. And the guy said, "Here's the deal: I'll bring it in, and I'll put it in for you, but you're going to sign this little disclaimer that says
Bring the
if I
sawzall.
if
Bring
I
the
scratch
sawzall.
the hell out of it putting it in, you're not going to get mad." And I just says,
Sawzall.
take it back. Just take it back. So
Wow.
then
Why didn't you measure the physical dimensions before you and your doorway before you purchased
it was
that?
and the doorway. The doorway didn't dawn on me until because we got like 50 million different things going
How
on.
big are the windows?
Yeah, right. Bring it.
Hey,
Right.
Bill, highlight Flying Fit Media's comment about 4 comments back.
4 comments back. Flying with this
The
one.
freeze more package.
Yes, actually, we did with the new refrigerator. So we got one coming Saturday from Home Depot. To make a long story short, so I ended up
Well,
having
the
to cancel
happy
the Best Buy order and everything, and we got it and they're bringing it, and it's gonna fit. I don't have to worry about nothing. Yay! I don't
So
have
there's a
camper.
cool ending to this story.
Yeah, but she was not a happy camper when I had to send it away.
I'm
second
sure
time.
your wife had her heart set on that thing, and you went and sent the freaking
So-
Kelvinator
so-
6000 back to where it came from.
Yeah, so we couldn't rearrange the house or anything. So she was like
Yeah.
very pissed. But yeah,
We struggled.
did your crutch feel or anything change?
No, it's all the same. Nothing.
But
So
supposedly-
you're on the move.
I'm on. Watch me get all this other shit and no drone.
Crutchfield,
Well-
I didn't know Crutchfield was still around.
Yeah, they're still around. That's where I got my Mini 2 from a year ago.
Yeah.
I used to order my stereo equipment from them in the 80s.
Well, I actually got a radio for the vet 2 years ago from those guys, and they still do a really.
Yeah, I bought car stereo equipment from them back in the day. Yeah.
They still are very good with helping make sure stuff's gonna fit. They definitely
Right,
do their
right.
homework in that regard, and that made
No,
life
no, I
easier.
had great experience at Crutchfield. I'm glad to see they're still.
Yeah.
Good point, Warren. Good point. Cool ending.
Well, if that was intentional, yeah.
Cool.
course.
But I'm bunch.
I know it's
But I'm
cheesy, but
bunch.
you know.
Hey, Max is here. Maximo is in the house.
Yeah,
okay, so
Mr. DJI sucks is in the house.
And Chuck just admitted to being a fanboy a few minutes ago.
I'm not a fanboy. I criticize them. That's the
Okay.
difference. I will slam them as necessary, but
Okay.
I prefer to
Fanboys
fly their
can-
stuff. I do
There's a
prefer.
difference.
I
Fanboys can
prefer their
bitch.
equipment because I'm very comfortable with. If I buy a DJI drone, a camera drone, and then I buy another one, chances are the two are going to fly and control very similarly, and that makes Chuck happy.
Yeah, well, and the thing about it is too is what kills me about people bitching at us. Oh, you're a fanboy. You're a fanboy. I'm like, look,
I'm comfortable with their stuff, basically.
their product works like 90% of the time, 95% of the
Mavic
time.
3 is in the 10 percentile, though, Bill. That was very disappointing for a few months.
It
before
worked. It just
barely.
didn't
It
work.
was unacceptably slow in connecting the GPS, but now it's okay.
But I'm just saying, you got to knock the king off the hill before you can really.
They
slap
released
people
it too
around.
soon. There's no excuse for what they did. And the Mini 3 is just another. They're trying to scare they're trying to stop the hype with
Wait,
the
wait, wait.
competitors with the sub 250 drones.
Don't make Chucky.
That's
he's
right. Don't piss.
Anti-Chuck.
That's right. Don't piss me off. My goatee will start sprouting out, and I'll go all freaking.
Anti-Chuck.
Hey, Chuck, they had to
Oh,
get down before
oh,
Exo.
really? So
Before
it's
Exo-
Mirror Chuck.
Exo took over the
It's
market.
just-
Mirror Chuck.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
one hair, Chuck.
So Ron,
Oh,
Ron, seriously, on your unofficial sound test, would you say that drone
Okay,
is
fine.
significantly quieter than the Mini 2?
Yeah, everybody's got their own gauge of what significant means.
No,
but
I mean, like when you fly the 2, would you say it's quieter?
It's the quietest drone I've ever flown.
I thought so. I've heard really good things that it's very stealthy.
And now I'm not telling you it's night and day. I'm not telling you it's like it's what do you call like a
You're gonna
spy
hear
drone
it.
or whatever.
You're gonna hear it, but I mean,
it
it's
is
quieter.
better. It is
Okay.
better, and it's noticeably better. You don't have to like listen 5 times and see if it's better. It is quieter.
The prop design looks like they borrowed the same prop design, the airfoil, from the Mavic 3. Are those like the flexible rubber tips on there? They look like they are.
yeah. I bet Ron has rollers in his hair. Yeah.
Maybe he's like Jane Jetson. Remember she had the
No.
morning mask?
No. You know what it is? He hasn't put his skin back on. Ron's really an alien from another planet. And you remember how Cocoon was when they all took their skin off and they
Oh
dove
yeah,
in?
yeah.
So-
Look,
so-
here's the skin. Put it this way, I'm an old man here. Nobody needs to see an old man on another show or whatever.
You need your Jane Jetson.
Young guy like Chris Hope.
You need your Jane Jetson morning mask. Remember that? She had that. She put her morning mask on in front of the telescreen.
Yeah, and it would it would come
Remember
out.
her hair is all like sticking up. She, well, I got to put my morning mask on. She was perfect.
It's almost as quiet as a V-copter Giant Drone Flyer says.
V-copter is
Did you
quiet.
know about that story, Bill? Dustin Dunnell was selling off a lot of drones that he no longer needed because he's moving, of course, to the continental U.S. And he sold Giant Drone Flyer his V-copter.
What's the purpose of the V-copter? What's the marketing angle? Because it looks kind of gimmicky.
Wait.
I'm
You want?
serious.
I got the answer.
There you go.
What's the answer?
Views.
Channel views. No, and I haven't.
It looks
I've
like
second
something
answer
I have
for
no
you, Chuck.
desire to own. I see no. It has no
Chuck,
purpose.
Chuck, I got it for you right now. You don't have to go on. It's got over 50 minutes flight time. It tops every consumer drone out there as far as flight time.
Wow.
alone.
It's got a 12 megapixel camera.
My
man.
hands fall off after like 40 minutes, so I think like that's whatever.
It's got.
That's a lot of flight time, but
Well,
it looks
Chuck, what
really.
if you fly numerous locations in one day, though?
How's the camera on that thing? Is it a
Well, we don't want to
is
go
it a
there,
4/3 sensor?
Well,
Chuck, we don't want to go there.
Because
OG
if you're-
Mavic. OG
Okay,
Mavic Pro.
I'm just saying, if you plan your shots like you should, and you have a drone that's capable of flying 45 minutes, supposedly
That will be cool.
with a 4/3 inch sensor, I know what my choice would be. It's not going to be that V-copter thing. It's going to be the Mavic 3, and it's going to be out there, and it's going to get epic shots, and I'm going to go back and edit stuff, and it's going to be awesome.
No,
But when
okay.
you land, I think nobody's going to come up and say, "Look at that cool drone."
Good, leave me alone. I'm trying to
Rock
get footage. I don't want to be bothered when I'm getting footage.
it's-
Like,
I'm
go
sure-
away.
Yeah,
I've told
here's-
people before. I'm like, I'll talk to you in a few minutes. Let me finish what I'm doing, and then I'd love to talk to you. Just let me finish up. They're like, okay, let me finish up.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
let's
what
talk.
it is.
But we're going to run the movie after the show tonight, so stay tuned.
I love talking to people that are curious about the drones. It's really fun.
Well,
that's our
I'm not,
job,
and
sort of.
He probably got a great deal on it, but to be honest with you,
A very good deal, Bill.
It's a view thing. It's something, you know.
I get it. It's
gimmicky.
Aaron flew the thing around.
There is a good potential for it. It's showing that a two motor system can work, and
It's
where am I
cool
getting that echo from?
It's very cool that it works.
Somebody's getting echo.
Yeah. So anyway,
and Chuck, I've got to fly twice. I flew Ken Heron's V-copter at spin up, and I flew it. I'm
not saying it doesn't fly well or anything. I'm not
it's
saying
like a DJI drone.
I'm not saying it flies. Yeah, I'm not saying it flies badly or anything. I'm just saying for like I get the flight time benefit, but if they could do that, and they will, this is Gen 1. They do Gen 2, and they put a bigger camera on it, and then you still get that really amazing flight time. Then you
the mini version is the one I would be interested in. They do have a working mini model.
Really?
Which that throws that 1-inch sensor out though at that point.
Not necessarily, but
not necessarily, but
because now the cool thing is you only need 2 arms to fly it, so that's some weight right there. You can save weight with only needing 2 arms as opposed to
that's
4.
an engineering point.
And 2 less motors. I mean, there's a lot of weight savings to be benefit. I mean, there's a benefit there. You have to figure out to make it work. But then you get rid of the weight, you can carry a bigger payload as long as it can fly the bigger payload.
Bill, I think our friends over at Exo would make a version of the V-copter for the U.S. market.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I think a smaller version of that drone with that camera on it could be a big hit.
Bill's right. That could be a big hit. If they priced it right, Bill. If it was priced correctly.
It's fantastic that it takes the picture, that it'll fly all that time. But I would really like to have not such an outdated sensor.
Who's echoing?
I don't know.
I mentioned before.
Echo.
Yeah, we have a little bit of echo.
I know I have my headphones in.
I don't think the Mini 3 has its headphones in.
That could be it. It's that darn Mini 3. Darn you, Mini 3.
Let me try. Okay, go. Keep talking.
Echo?
Here, I'll mute myself. See what happens.
Echo?
Chuck's got it for sure.
Echo?
Oh, it's coming on Bob, too.
I was muted. It's still doing it. So I muted. It still is doing it.
Yeah, so I can. Let me.
Echo?
Echo. It's like it's really StreamYard. They're like, well, let's watch this fuck with these old guys.
Yeah, we're gonna mess with these dudes.
Guys get turned on. Honey, can I have my medication early tonight?
Yeah, you got your.
You probably just think we're making a '60s record or whatever with plenty of echo in it.
Okay, so
Purple Haze.
Bob doing want to get my joke from the '60s.
Lately, things.
My big
this show
acting
with
funny,
plenty of echo.
but I don't know why.
Yeah.
My big thing is you got to knock the king off the hill. That's all I've been saying.
Come on, Bob. So anyway,
what's that?
You mean Hupson the King?
Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm a DJ. I guess you would say I'm a DJI fanboy, but the reason I'm a DJI fanboy is because their shit works better than everybody else.
Mostly.
Alltel tempted me. They really tempted me. But then Alltel, they delayed.
I'll tell you, when I was in Boston and I had to jump through hoops to try to get my Mavic 2 Pro, which I was using in the air.
Oh, the geofencing got you, right, Chuck?
Oh, it bit me right in the ass. Yeah, I was so pissed I didn't have an Autel drone that day. But then I was talking to Al Diaz about it on the phone because I was all hopping mad. I'm like,
Al's got he's got the Pro 2 or the big Evo 2 Pro.
Yeah, the Evo 2 Pro, and he's like, it's a great drone, but he says I don't know if I thought this is what he said, but I was pretty mad. But I thought he said that it just doesn't fly like a DJI drone. It just doesn't. And
it's not as good in the wind, Chuck.
You just got to get used to it, though. It's like anything
and
else.
You can tune it. It has all the Expo settings.
EXP settings
tune it if you want to, but it does. Of course, it doesn't fly like a DJI out of the box because it's not DJI. But
I had a lot. Though, Ron, I had a lot of adjustments that were necessary to make with the with going to fly. The Mavic 3 is really scrappy out of the box, more so than the Mavic 2 Pro. It just, seriously scrappy. It's just like, really had the throttle. I throttled back EXP to where I had it on the Mavic 2 Pro, and it wasn't enough. I had to even notch it down more, really set it back.
Yeah, I especially in the city mode, whatever you in normal mode, I did ratchet it
normal
back.
Was really just just too much. I mean, I'm trying to get smooth, slow stuff, and the Mavic 3 is like, come on, it's like all over the place. Like,
normal mode almost like speed, but like
speed buggy,
speed mode light or whatever. Speed mode light, So yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's part of Fly app, the way things are set up, because I've heard that the Air 2S is also kind of scrappy out of the box. Like you have to really dial that one down too.
Even this guy, he's a little scrappy out of the box
scrappy.
too.
So you just have to I think it has something to do with Fly app and the way it's like out of the box configured. You have to really dial it down.
It doesn't take just a
little
Tom, fine tuning and you'll be
I
good.
expect that. I'm starting to figure it out though. I'm getting used to Fly and honestly I love Go 4 still.
Yeah.
But we all have to just come to terms with the fact that Go 4 is gone and you got to get used to Fly, and Fly's improving, but
now we got one man in the panel here still use the Go 4 every Sunday morning, don't you, Chris?
Yeah.
Every time I fly, the Go 4 app comes on.
What are you flying?
I fly Phantoms. I won't fly. I got a Mavic Mini, and the Mavic Mini sucks because of the Fly app.
Because of the Fly app. Yeah, the Fly app has improved, but you still have to dig to get to the stuff. Like where all the stuff is on Go 4. You can get to it, you can change things, you're good.
Yeah.
Fly, it's like iOS. It's like it's there, but you have to go down like 16,000 layers and peel the onion to get to where you want to be to change stuff.
Yeah.
And when you're out in the field,
that's where sucks. DJI sucks at, is the Fly.
They really need to come up with like a
Fix
Fly
that.
Plus app or something. Like something. Maybe he is. Maybe Akira show.
Hey, Chris, tell us a little bit about your experience with the new. You recently got a Phantom 4 Pro, right?
Correct.
With the 1-inch sensor.
Yeah.
How do you like that drone?
It flies as good or better than the Phantom 4 that I flew for 5.5 years.
Does that have the mechanical shutter? Or is it just in the advanced?
It does.
Mechanical.
Yeah, it does.
So somebody tell me. I mean, I know people have said the mechanical shutter is a distinct advantage. Having a real mechanical shutter.
Well,
What the hell's the advantage? I know Tom's going to chime in with the answer.
I posted my first video today, or not today, but yesterday or day before.
Yeah.
Of a bridge that's under construction. There's no.
Yes, I saw that. Yep.
There's no wobble in the video. In the turns, there's no stutter.
There's no stutter.
Did you shoot at 60 frames per second, Chris?
Shot it at 60 frames per second. I sure did.
Yeah.
1080, 60.
Because the Pro has the advantage. It has a 1-inch sensor that can do 4K 60, where the older Phantom 4 had the smaller sensor and only did 30 frames per second, right?
Yeah.
Can do it with AMI SE. What is that? I feel kind of like Charles. What?
Hey Charles, how you doing?
Tell me more.
Mm-hmm.
Keep typing.
Well, Chuck, I can't. Let me answer your question for just a camera, not a drone per se.
Yeah, just a camera.
Or regular camera. I usually turn the mechanical shutter off because if you use the electronic shutter, I guess you call it, the camera can take a picture faster, the next shot faster. It's slower to the next shot.
Yeah, because you actually have a mechanical shutter opening and closing.
Yeah. Where the digital one,
I thought
you can shoot quicker.
So is the mechanical shutter an advantage for video? I would suspect maybe it is.
Possibly. Yeah.
And why is that? Is it like a true on off every so many fractions of a second, like 24 frames a second? You get a true real 24 frames.
It's a true picture.
Bill, highlight lens catcher online. He's got.
How about a hockey update?
Chris, you're saying
Colorado
it's a legitimate.
just scored.
No lateral distortion is the advantage.
It's a legitimate picture.
Wait, why would I get lateral distortion with not having an actual shutter? Because it's a digital, just a on off. I'm really, as an engineer, I want to know, because I mean, I don't get it.
Thank you, Tom.
You guys can laugh all you want, but I'm serious.
No. I was talking about Justin's comment, not you, Joe.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Colorado scoring.
Oh, whoa, it's 1-1. Ooh.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yep.
So if you want a super fast shutter mechanical, oh no, Mike or Tom's just saying that the shutter could be super quick, but
But
I was
really,
just curious.
for video purposes, we don't want a super quick
It's
shutter.
so
most of the
funny though.
time, right?
Right. I mean, for video, we want to follow the 180 rule, and like if we're filming in 25 frames per second, we're gonna film at 1/50th of a shutter, so we get the nice blur, and then
Yeah,
That little-
and even
use
if
ND
you shoot
filters,
pictures, Chuck, a big hobby is shooting, slow shutters or whatever. I never heard anybody going out to capture fast shutter pictures or whatever. But I guess
if it's really super bright,
I think
maybe,
it probably
but-
has more of a resource in people doing things like mapping
you
and
put
things
your-
like that. I think it's
Oh,
more of a professional feature, not a
yeah.
an
Enterprise.
amateur photographer person like us.
So yeah, enterprise type stuff.
Yeah, and
That's
more
right.
When you put your drone in automatic, that shutter speed is like 1/2000th in the sunshine.
Tom says advantages.
Captain said it's a big advantage for video.
But
more than
what
it
is the advantage? Why am I not getting the advantage? What is the advantage?
Well,
Well, I
tell
thought-
Bill to bring lens capture on. Get him on the show.
You
Get
ain't got
Tommy
my
in
spot.
here?
Come on in, Tom.
Get him in here.
Tom in
Get,
here, yeah.
Bill, get lens capture.
Tommy,
in here.
can you hear me?
Bill went on a break here, but
Yeah.
hand
Bill
crank
went on a
shutter
break.
is the best, Chuck.
Hey, go on a
I
break.
just-
Yeah.
I just told you in my
Still putting
video,
stuff
Chuck. I just told you in my video. There's no stutter in it. Even as minute as it is with the electronic shutter, with the old Phantom 4, the Phantom 4
don't-
Pro.
Yeah. I just don't get why,
No.
like, if you're electronically controlling your frames, right? I mean, you're filming 24 frames a second or whatever, and electronically you're doing 24 frames in a second. I don't see how that would be different from a mechanical 24 frames in a second. That's why it's like CD versus vinyl. Well, no, it's
Yeah,
actually not.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a close comparison. I just
Well,
don't
here-
understand.
Here's the shape of it all, guys. So if you want a mechanical shutter in a drone and you want to be able to go live without jumping through a bunch of hoops, you got to buy a 5-year-old Phantom 4 Pro to do all this.
Guess that's true.
And use the Fly app.
That's a fact. And you can use Go 4.
But the great thing for DJI, it's still a great drone, even though it's 5 years old. That drone is not much. It's not much different than flying a modern drone, except you got to use the GoPro app, which is an advantage for a lot of people.
Yeah, well, actually, Jackie of Backpack Jack, she uses a Mavic Pro Platinum. You remember those things?
The platypus.
Yep.
Yes, and she gets really good shots with that thing. There's a lot to be said for not so much the drone. If the drone's respectable, even if it's a few years old, if the pilot is good and has good photography skills, you're going to get good stuff out of it.
And remember,
you could put the
remember
best drone in the hands of the worst
Jackie
pilot,
doesn't-
and you're going to get crap.
And remember, Jackie's not a typical drone channel. She shows 10 minutes of drone flying. Jackie just intersplicing the drone footage, almost B-roll, into putting her 360 footage, her GoPro footage. It's just a small part of her video creation.
That's right, and that's what Lori and I are doing too. It's like the drone's just a part of it. We're telling a story. We're taking people with us, and that's our thing. And Jackie, that's why Jackie and I get along so well, because we're kind of
doing the same thing.
Well, we're similar, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
she's doing a different vibe than us, but yeah, it's like
Right.
we have a lot of fun talking about stuff. But I'm just saying that like she's getting really good stuff out of that pretty
The
old
older
drone.
drone, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
and that's because she's just good at the craft,
Yeah.
and her editing skills are really good.
Are
Did you see the golfer?
Off the chain, good, yeah.
The
yeah.
golfer is fantastic. I mean, the cuts are just spot on and tight as
Yeah.
hell. It's just a really good video.
But for Chris, like the video he's talking about where he's showing that new bridge going up, I mean, the whole thing is him flying that drone in one continuous pattern over that bridge. The drone footage has to look good because that's all he's got going for him. That drone footage has to be right.
Yeah. Agreed.
And it did look great, Chris.
Thank you. I thought it turned out good. That's the first real good video I've made with it.
Good. Now, is your old Phantom still in service, or did
Yes.
you? Okay.
No, I still use it. It's I keep it in my work truck. I got a couple of the older batteries I keep with it. So I'll just pull out my phone. A lot of people don't like using the phones, the Apple phones or a Samsung, but all you do is take it off my hip and put it in there.
I'm sorry.
Right,
I didn't mean to laugh over you, Chris. I
That's
didn't
okay.
realize his comment.
If you can find a nice shade
Yeah,
spot
that
under a
one.
tree, it's fine, right?
That one, Bill.
Wait a minute. Did you see what Justin said? I thought you were 63, Justin. You really look a little older than.
Now, don't insult Mr. Hope here. He's not in the 60 club.
Nope.
Well, no, I'm not in the 60 club either, but I figured, what the hell? I'll just say Justin looks like he's 65. Maybe 70, dude.
Bob and I moved the mark above 60 on his panel, right?
So, Chris,
Oh, yeah.
Chris Waters.
Editing.
I got it by 10.
Editing,
I'm 71.
Editing is
I'll be 63 this year.
go back to Max. Go back to Max when editing sucks. If you're not willing to edit, just find another hobby. In my
After
opinion.
years and here's what I got to add to this. And after years and years of marriage, not your wife.
Uh-huh.
Ooh. I'm just saying,
He said-
editing.
he said-
To me,
no,
a
no,
big
no,
part
no.
of the
He
hobby
said-
is editing.
Max
That's
says,
part
he
of
said,
it.
Max, I find everything sucks. And I said, and after years and years of marriage, not your wife.
I love Max. I know he's just kidding around. I know he's kidding around, but really, I mean, if you seriously in this hobby, if you don't like editing, you should really consider another hobby. Because
Well,
it's like-
Bill's
it's a big
kind of
part
answered
of it.
for him, though, Chuck. They can get that software Bill has and put the editing in that. What Phil Mora?
Oh, Phil
Mora
Mora.
can do all the editing for you, right?
Wait a
Bill?
minute. Wait a minute.
It's so robotic.
Wedgeworth he's used, Apple has one too. I
Yeah.
think there's one in iMovie, Ron.
What's an iMovie?
The thing
There is
is,
an AI feature in iMovie.
so
Huh.
AI has its place in the universe. I mean, when you fly your drone and you use Spotlight on a DJI drone, so you lock in an object and then you're still piloting the drone, but the camera stays right there and lets you track your object. That's good use of AI, and it's still
POI,
organic.
yeah.
That's still good. That's organic use of AI, basically. It's all
Yeah.
about keeping it organic
Magic
and
movie.
Magic movie.
feeling like human. I mean, do you really want videos that are just a bunch of drone shots and like clipped really tight and stuff? I mean, who
Dude,
the hell's
eventually
gonna-
that's what's going to happen.
It's garbage. I'm not gonna watch that shit. I want to see a story. I want
Chuck,
somebody
I
to tell
feel
me a
that way
story.
sometimes when I watch some Hollywood movies that somebody just puts
Sometimes,
in
yeah.
an automatic
Sometimes.
editor.
Sometimes
We've all
but-
talked about ourselves that the long cinematic flowing footage is not it doesn't get you what it used to.
It doesn't get you
Great.
views. No.
You can go, well, no, it depends on if you go to services or not. You can buy views and shit like that. There's plenty of them out there.
Yeah, but you won't get them. People will fall asleep in the first 15 seconds of one of my videos because they just don't get it. So like, okay, bye. But it's
At least they stopped by, Chuck. Think of it like that.
they stop by, but they don't stick around, Chris. their eyes are rolling in the back of their head like, what is this? This guy's boring. He's making coffee and stuff. Who wants to watch that crap? Where are the girls in bikinis with taking their tops off? That's what they want to see.
What is it? AMSR people would like to watch the guy making coffee. Just that little.
Is that what it is?
Well, I don't know. We were kind of doing it. Oh, okay. So something else I
Phone's
wanted to bring
ringing.
up. It's okay. The reason I can't get to watch everybody's videos, and like Chuck was talking to me earlier, we have a business that we have to like, that was the phone ringing because the client's got rides tomorrow. So each day at the same time, we have to verify the rides and make sure the rides are going to the proper places. And then when you hear the doorbell ring, it's usually them delivering meds or something like that, or so it's all kinds
Tampa
of
Bay
crazy
just
stuff.
scored.
You guys got the play-by-play going.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so Chris at Sunrise says AI sucks, and Chris, I'm with you, man. But I've seen Chris editing, and his editing is really, really good too.
See, here's what kills me. I know that there's got to be that somewhere in here, there's got to be a way for me to put together a good video, because
There is. It's in there.
The trailers that I make are not bullshit. I mean, some of them are a little too dark sometimes, whatever, but they flow good. They all kind of have and that's got to be in here somewhere.
It is, man. It's in the right side of your brain. You just got to tap the right side of your brain. Get that creative side going, man.
But
You can't be
the other
walking
thing
around like this all the time, like a nerd with the left side weighing you down because it's too big and bulky and doing too much work. Got to balance out with that right side, man. Start editing. Be creative.
So, and I wanted to also say
you can do
that
it.
here in the next couple of weeks, we're going to get
can all do
another Texas native on here. We're going to get Steve Hyde on here, and he's going to share some of his editing and stuff going on. And has anybody here ever heard of the Drone Geek? Chris, the Drone Geek.
Why haven't I heard of the Drone Geek?
No, I haven't.
Got his
Well,
he's got
What's his real name?
all I know is Chris so far. I've been talking to him a little bit. He's kind of got like a superhero motif going on. Like he's
geek.
Yeah, he's on YouTube and he's also on Facebook. So and he's not huge or anything. He's another smaller channel. I've talked to him a little bit. I'm going to try to get him on here soon. Some people and he's a younger guy.
So
just a little odd.
Does he have 1,100? Well, like almost 1,200 subscribers. Is that him?
Yeah.
That ain't small. He's got me freaking crushed. Like,
yeah.
What's he do?
Wait.
Okay, so I found him. The Drone Geek. He's wearing a black hat.
Yeah. His name's Chris.
1,190 subscribers. How many videos?
Can you see what his real name is, Chuck?
Let's go to about. Does it talk about him?
I'm exactly.
Oh my God! How? So this pisses me off. Okay, I'm gonna vent for a second. So all this crap that they tell you on like vidIQ and like on your about, tell about who you are and what you're doing for the community, and gets people to subscribe. His says, "I love drone." That's all it says. I love drone. He has like 1,200 subscribers. I love drone.
Okay.
So, yeah.
No, I didn't. She wanted the cabinet ripped out anyway, but I just shortcutted it and used the reciprocating saw just to kind of cut through the bottom shelf, so I didn't have to do it. And then after I got through the front part of the fascia, I just took a hammer and went,
Chris, I'm back.
Bam, and knocked
Dr.
the bottom
Jekyll.
of the shelf out, and I was done. But then I stuck a hole in my thumb. So.
Ooh, Chris, I'm back. I'm okay now. I just have my moments now. Like the meds are working, mostly.
I've only lost one subscriber and gotten 2 thumbs down, so that's not a bad night.
No, it's all. I don't know how.
No,
it
it's
works
okay.
Anymore. I don't know how it works anymore. I just don't know how it works anymore.
The whole point is I've come to realize
fun and like
I've come to realize I'm not going to make everybody happy. I'm going to rub everybody the wrong way, probably at 1 or 2 times in our relationship.
I'm just human.
So I'm not going to bullshit about it. I'm not going to pull. I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm not going to force it on you. I'm not going to tell you got to take it. If you can throw it, wad it up, and throw it right out the fucking window for all you care. That's fine. But I'm not going to kiss everybody's ass to get views and subscriptions and all this anymore. I'm just going to be me, and
who we lose? We went to 4.
What do you mean?
Where's Mini 3 Pro? It dropped off.
Mini 3 Pro went to the bathroom.
Oh,
Mini 3 Pro went to the bathroom. Shh, don't everybody talk at once.
Okay, nobody talk at once.
Okay, so any new? Okay, we're at the okay. When I was showing this earlier, did you all know just that little piece of rubber that they put on the props, and they're on all the props now. That's the noise reduction. Just that little piece of rubber that's on each one of those.
How long does that last before like dissolves or wears?
Well, no, it's fine depending upon it. But if you fly a shitload and you suddenly your drone sounds funky, guaranteed you go look and it's broke loose.
So you gotta change your propellers at that point. Okay.
Just the Mini 3, what was it? The Mini 3 dropped off faster. I don't understand.
What's that mean?
He lost me.
I lost him too. English, Justin.
I was referring to Chuck's comment about Bill using his right brain.
Yeah,
wait a minute, I've missed a bunch of shit.
Yeah, he was talking about drilling a hole in your head or something. I don't know.
Drill a hole in my head?
Yeah, maybe you gotta like lighten up the left side so it balances out.
Oh, I've had people on YouTube tell me that my parents dropped me on my head as a child.
I got electric shocked a lot.
Ain't that fucked up, man? I've had literally this. That's what's so crazy. That's why I've gotten to the point where I was just like, screw it. I'm not gonna try to kiss it because I was just being genuine. And I'm gonna tell you a story.
It's best. I mean, I'm
going to tell you a story. So, there was a situation with Ron and Marcus.
He's so good. He's so behaved.
And they were being attacked by another YouTube channel. Especially Marcus was being attacked by what's his name, QC guy. Okay,
yeah, that was a brutal battle right there.
Well, I jumped in the middle of it and made and he was coming into the chat here on the show. Chris was, and he was chatting. He was a moderator and shit. And then he started attacking Marcus from the chat. Okay, right? Well, a couple weeks go by and I'm still defending them. Then suddenly he kind of veers away from them and goes after me. Man. You know, my parents dropped me on my head. Well, something about two or three things about my grandkids. Even made references in videos, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck, man? You know, I'm just trying to have a show about drones and looking out for my friend, and you're gonna drop all this shit on me. And then here recently, I made the little diploma type things and handed them out to people.
Oh yeah,
and I gave Bob,
I got one.
That's
I got
right.
I gave Bob one, and then he's got to bust my balls in there over that shit. And then
wow,
this,
people were kidding around saying it was a real diploma for me. It was funny. It was cool.
You know, that's what I didn't understand any of that. And I don't frequent his channel. I don't watch his shit. I don't. It's fine. But I'm getting to the point to where YouTube has become so vicious. You know,
YouTube doesn't want to pay anybody a penny more than they have to. So if they can keep you beaten down, reduce your subscriber count, it's to their advantage because they make money regardless, right? I mean,
their channels are huge compared to mine. Yeah. And I'm
not monetized, and I have ads on all of my videos.
Maybe that's because you're an old fart with drones.
You're an old fart with drones, yeah.
Because like you when you made your group, it kind of found a niche. So I'm sure that like where you got the old farts with drones, I'm sure that if you go do a keyword search, old farts with drones, hell, it's probably no. Yeah, exactly.
Alone. Yeah, when you search travel vlog and you find like 9 billion couples that are all trying to quit their jobs and be travel vloggers, and yeah, most of them suck at it, but still, it's like the market's pretty full right now.
Yeah.
I showed my diploma at work and lost $2 an hour. But I'm just what I'm trying to say. What I'm just trying to say is we don't need to do this shit. I mean, sometimes
it's a hobby first. It's supposed to be a hobby first. The minute you start drifting off and thinking like, why aren't people watching my stuff? And why don't I have more subscribers? And why does YouTube hate me? Then it gets bad.
What I had lost touch with is what I'm trying to say is the whole point of me creating this show, doing all of this shit in the first place, was because when I was having a bad day, I could go out, fire up my drone, put it in the air, and just look at stuff, and I would feel
better. Yeah, you get to see the world from a different perspective.
Okay, then now here what I've discovered even more is that if you can share that experience with someone else, it intensifies the therapeutic aspect even more.
There is the addiction, Bill. So like, okay, we all love to fly drones. We all love to create with the footage we get from the drones. And then we all feel really good when people watch our stuff and say, "Wow, that's really good.
That's beautiful." Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But
so that's the circle's complete. So you've created something. You've had fun flying. Then you've created something, and then
it's a reward.
You're rewarded for your efforts when people say, "That's really good, Chuck," or "That's really good, Bill," or Bob, or
accomplishment and reward.
Yeah, and even if it's bullshit, that's what they say. And like, because there's a lot of crap out there that people are like, "Wow, great."
Well,
video.
and the sad thing,
feels good.
Is and I'm guilty too. Is we become cliquey, you know? Friends that like the people that will frequent our videos, you know. And here's what's even worse, and I'm guilty of this too. I haven't done it in a long time because I've realized. But you like you're talking about, Chuck. You'll look at your subscriber count, and one or two will drop off, and you automatically think, okay, it's the last one or two people that subscribe to me, and then you just I'm gonna go look there.
Then you try to figure it out. You try to figure it out, and like, it's not worth it, Bill. I don't do that anymore. I just let it go.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know who's gone. Worth it. I have no idea who's gone. I don't know if they're just messing with me or what. Just like, forget it. It's like, you know,
Well, no, it's like I said. I'm tired of. I'm gonna try to do. I know my shit is the reason that it's not as good is because I'm not using the same creativity that I do to make a trailer or something. Because I can make a trailer in like 30 minutes, and it all
Yeah,
pops
I've
into
been-
my head.
It's a lot of work. I don't know about you guys, but it's about an hour a minute on average for me. And if I make a
That's
29-minute, 30-minute vlog that people are going to watch about a minute of, yeah, it takes me like a week, a full-time
spend a couple-
week, basically.
Yeah,
spend a
see,
couple-
go ahead, Chris.
I spend a couple of hours is about the max on my stuff.
Yeah, and then
Well,
and see that's my problem. And Chuck, I'll do kind of like what you're doing. Is I'll start out, and I'll get about halfway through,
yeah.
and I'll be like, I'm gonna lazy the last half.
Yeah, I can't
And
do
then-
that.
then I'm
You're better off just I'll like if I get tired, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna step back. I'll come back to this like
There's
tomorrow.
Ron's face.
You know,
The
Oh, wow.
The Mini 3 had to go to bed for the evening.
is that what it was? You had to put its blankie on and put it to sleep.
The
Yeah.
blonde
See,
came
Bill.
out fantastic. All right, Chris, thank you very
Binky.
much.
It
Sir.
needed
Yeah.
Mini 3
Not-
needed its binky.
All right, Chris is going to take off, folks. Thank you very much. Thank
Bye,
you very
Chris.
much.
Have a
Take
good
care,
night, man.
But yeah, I'm just what I'm trying to say is I had no qualms about jumping in front of the bullshit that was going on there because it's uncalled for. I mean, you know, he's got a big channel now, you know, 15,000, and I that's what I was like, dude, we're and
Is
then
that
when
a big channel? Really?
well, okay, compared to me, right? Like I
yeah,
thought
it's all
maybe
relative. That's
I
what I'm
thought- I
saying,
thought
Bill.
maybe
It's all
to begin
relative,
with,
man.
like I said,
Sorry.
I thought maybe to begin with that like he thought maybe I was some kind of threat or something, and I was like, maybe that's why he's saying this shit because all I was doing was saying, "Oh my God, wait a minute." Yeah, he said, "I can't hold out no more. I gotta go." He said to tell you that he waited
Ken's
as
playing
long
favorites.
as he. Why the
I
fuck do you
don't-
think Ken?
I don't
come-
love Ken anymore.
No, he comes in for the beard, but we have a bob beard. We have a bob beard, Ken.
Comes in for the beer. You mean beer, or beard?
Beer or
Beard.
beard?
He comes
Yeah.
in for the beard.
I was thinking of Ken when I was doing the Boston video, and I'm like, Lori's like, you know, she said something about the chicken on the frickin' the merry-go-round. I said,
he
Well,
gets
chicken-
the Mexican coat.
well, chicken later or something. And it was just like I thought of Ken. I was like, my God, I got in touch with my inner Ken Heron for a second. I cracked me up.
love the bob beard.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, love the bob
Hey,
beard.
kudos to Ken Heron for his range test with the
Thanks, Ken.
Mini 3 recently.
Thank you.
All right,
Ken.
all right.
Oh, I
You
didn't
take
see
over,
that.
Ron. I gotta go to the
I haven't
bathroom
seen
now.
that yet.
Okay,
Go
take it
Yeah.
over. Yeah, Ken did
Yes.
a range test, but he kept it legal. He did that he made a he put
He has
on a
guys
guy's
that'll,
truck,
like-
he put it on a mount and he had on top of the truck.
Uh-huh.
So the drone did go several thousand feet away, but it actually wasn't flying. So
Well, Ken did a range test a while ago, and he had guys with radios and stuff, and that seemed pretty legit to me. But maybe that was questioned because, like, I like the way
I think
that's
according to
genius what he just
107
did.
that the guys at radios, they have to be standing next to you. They can't be.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
having it like what you just described is genius.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clean test. I mean,
So-
somebody will still criticize, say, "Well, you have the vehicle interference and blah 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 blah." But you know what? That's pretty good for real life. It's close.
Yeah. I mean, of course, you couldn't fly at 200 feet when you would have
Right.
got better reception too. But yeah, it was neat. It was very creative on Ken's part. Very kind of a nice nod to the FAA. Okay, I'm going to do a range test, and
Yeah.
you've got no say over this one because the drone.
Yeah, you got
flying,
nothing.
not under your
FAA, F you FAA.
Yeah.
Well, Ken's an inspiration to me because he uses multiple cameras, and I love his use of multiple cameras. And he goes back and cuts things up and films them again and thinks it through, and that's inspirational to me because
And
I try to
I don't
do
know
that
if it was
stuff
in
as well.
that video, but
Yeah.
he also had the DJI mic system, but also he was comparing to a Sony wireless mic system that was much more expensive. And you could
Just tell
definitely hear
Justin
the
I don't
Sony-
need to go in the
Sony
bathroom
system was
anymore. I'll
much
just use your
clearer.
pocket.
The Sodi system was what, Ron? I couldn't hear
Much
you.
clearer.
Yeah.
It cut more wind noise out. It was much more costly too.
I haven't used the DJI
That's
system.
always
but
the case.
Hey,
Cosmo
Bill,
works
comment
for-
Ken's comment. Yes,
Yes.
you can't daisy
you can't
spotters
daisy chain
anymore,
spotters
yeah.
anymore. Yeah.
Good one, Ken. Thanks for explaining that.
Well, I love the way Ken just
You
kind of
can't
like
daisy chain spotters.
No
anymore.
more daisy chaining.
It's like a
That's
special
good.
at the strip club.
It's a good
I'm
way
kinda-
of
I'm kind of jealous of Ken
Describing
because
it.
he kind of like like this. I remember the drive-in movie thing, and he just everything was so well thought out and planned that it's like he just put the story together. He had this whole storyboard put together. I know he did it up front, thought it through, and it's just like genius. And like when I'm vlogging, I can't do that shit. It's more like got to be off the cuff, and it's hard.
This show is sponsored by the Coca-Cola Corporation of America.
Yes.
No, the first part of the show was
Fiji
Fiji
water. And old parts.
I say?
Earth's
This.
finest water.
And the K Cup. Hey, speaking of FAA rules,
Yeah,
whatever,
K-Cup.
did you guys see the story that just came out today on Drone DJ? A company that based in North Carolina, they got permission to do beyond
You like that,
visual
Charles?
line site of deliveries of products, mostly medical supplies, because they got registered on a Part 135 as a commercial airline.
Huh.
Huh?
I posted in Drone Nation. You can find it right on Drone DJ's email letter today. But you know, they're delivered all over North Carolina beyond visual line of sight. But what helped is that somehow them getting registered as an airline.
Bill, you okay? Do you need oxygen or anything?
So like they get
Max is at Columbia.
Max said it was real Coke from Colombia, so I was like,
Oh. Well, isn't that, you know, take us back? Isn't that how Coca-Cola got its name originally? There was cocaine and
Sure.
Supposedly.
Yes.
Supposedly.
Pepsi was the same
So,
way.
allegedly.
Yes.
Well, no, but nobody.
Well,
that
I
was
think
like,
that's
nobody's
pretty
still
true.
alive from that era, Chuck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coke
Yes.
Zero. Remember the new Coke? I know
remember
you guys.
Good Coke from the 80s.
God, that was shit. Remember Clear Pepsi? Do you guys remember Clear Pepsi?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
That
You
was
guys
funky.
remember
That
Nitro
reminded me.
Pepsi?
Wait,
You
hold
guys
on.
remember
What about
Nitro Pepsi?
no? What about
it was
like
already
what about
gone.
like Snapple root beer? It was clear, but it tasted like better than regular like caramel.
Oh, I don't
colored
remember
root beer.
Snapple root beer.
Yeah.
Snapple root beer was best because it was
Most
clear.
of the
Didn't sting
color
your
in
teeth.
soda pop is
It's
coloration.
fake.
That's,
Yeah, so it's really
yes.
bizarre to drink like the Snapple root beer because it was totally clear.
Wow.
It was like,
Do we have any for the show here?
yeah.
Uh-oh, somebody's doggy's acting up.
yeah, I squirreled. We Coke squirreled. That's right.
Sparky!
Not
Hashtag
mine.
Coke squirrel.
Mine
my
was
dog.
behind
Not
me.
mine.
I don't know where he is
Sparky.
now.
Not mine.
No.
Nope.
Boy, so now
No.
Link Pause bring up Max Headroom. We're back to the 80s here with all these
Yes.
old sodas.
Yeah, see that back to the 80s. Well,
Back
the
to
80s.
the 80s night here
the
on
80s.
Drone Therapy.
The 80s is and was the best generation ever.
Yes.
Bill, we're talking about the
Well,
80s now.
No,
Bill,
I
remember
think the
80s?
music is better
Oh,
in
you
the
didn't have a
70s.
headset
I
in.
really do.
Nah, Flash in the Pan 80s where it's at. Flock of Seagulls and
The 70s music
Duran
was
Duran.
the best.
You're on TV.
the
Yeah,
birth of
really.
MTV. The birth
And
of
that giant
MTV.
bark.
Dun, dun,
Wiener
dun,
dog bark.
dun, 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 dun,
I watched it day one.
dun, dun, dun,
Yep,
dun,
me
dun.
too.
Had it on day one.
I was standing outside when
Video
they trenched
killed the
my
radio
streets
star,
for,
baby.
cable, and I could order MTV.
Yep.
Yep.
Nina Blackwood and
Hey,
Martha Quinn. So,
Bill, I got a picture of my dog. Can I share it?
Share the doggy. Yeah, how about donate the panels is like remember the Titanic? I was only 12. That's a good one.
Oh, here you go.
I did like Devo.
That-
Damn it.
That's my dog at the rehab center today
Aw,
with my
look at
wife. First time she saw him in a week, more than a week, about 10 days. Thanks. Yep. He was happy. Yep.
There you go,
That's,
Chuck. The
that's my
first song
boy.
on MTV was "Video Killed the Radio Star."
That's correct. Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely. But that's where I discovered bands like Saga. Do you guys remember Saga, a Canadian band?
I don't remember Saga.
So,
Oh, they were epic. Awesome.
yeah.
I remember Triumph.
Band. Triumph?
I remember
Canadian
Triumph.
band.
Yeah. And Tony, what's her name?
I remember
She did,
ZZ Top really
Tony
capitalized on
Basil?
video.
Tony Basil. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony
She was from
Basil.
Las Vegas.
Oh, really?
And that
From
first
Vegas?
video she did in a Las Vegas high school cheerleader uniform.
Get out of here! Wow.
Yeah.
That's how the Talking
Yeah.
Heads got
Yeah.
big. Like, you know, and you may find yourself.
Talking Heads
David
were big
Byrne.
before- they were big before MTV, though. They were big in the late 70s and new wave.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
video really helped them take off. They were like
Yeah.
bizarre enough, and Peter Gabriel capitalized on.
I
Video.
did get disappointed today. I'm actually gonna have to break down and go see Top Gun in the theater.
Oh, you do.
Can't
Oh,
get it
you
on,
did?
Get
Well,
to see
no,
it in the
here's the
theater
thing.
on the biggest
Well-
screen possible.
Well,
It's
the
really
thing that kind
good.
of pisses me off is normally they've been releasing things to streaming in about
It's-
45 days.
Trust me, you want to see this on a big screen, the biggest goddamn screen you can find. This thing is
Oh boy.
the cinematography is awesome.
Right. But I have a lot of clients that really can't go and hang out in a movie theater with a bunch of people.
So
They
don't
have
go
to
with
wear-
them. Go by yourself. It's a bill night.
I'm thinking of my clients.
Think of you first. Be selfish.
Clients first.
Yeah,
Think of
I
you
just
first.
talked to somebody here in Las Vegas. There's a senior special at like the 12 noon movie.
Show.
It was $4.80. You know,
Get his reserve his tickets, Bob. I'll be there.
yeah.
Bill,
Hey,
if you
hey,
can-
what about Max Air says Dire Straits, Money for Nothing from the 80s? Chris
I
Bumper,
want
Yes.
Remember Boy
my
George?
MTV.
Mark
Yeah.
Knopfler. Mark
Yes.
Knopfler.
Mark Knopfler.
Oh yes, the Sultans of Swing. You know, yes.
Oh, look, a Lake Powell brings up behind the wheel of a large automobile.
This-
What was that band?
This
Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! He's
Now, Ken Heron
Hey,
knows
wait,
the
wait,
80s
wait.
music,
Ken loves
so-
this thing right here. I
Here-
know
here-
Ken. Look, there's no tape in it, but I have the tape somewhere else because this isn't my cassette. This isn't my box. This is
I
just
love
the
that,
promo.
Chuck.
Did you see what he's saying here?
I know. I
He
used to
did
have
good
friends in the
work.
record
Ju-
biz back when I was younger.
But the thing about it is I'm still working. Like after I get off here, then I'm gonna go
Love
work
the
some
80s.
more. Then I'm gonna go at 9:30 and work some more. And probably about 10 o'clock is when I'll get to come in here and play with some stuff. And then about 11 o'clock, I'll go lay down with my wife for about 30 minutes. We'll pass out. And then at 6 o'clock in the morning, it all starts again.
Yeah,
And,
Ken,
and he's talking about getting some rest before
Yeah.
he has to go to work tomorrow. And I'm
Play
like,
the violin.
work,
wait, wait.
work,
Ken-
work.
Ken
That's
remembers-
vacation. Wait till
Hey,
you get
hey.
a little older.
Bill, highlight Ken Heron's most recent comment, third from the bottom.
Yeah, Ken remembers because I used to have to buy the cassette tape and then wait 3 months for the CD to come out, and then I'd go to this little. They had this little section in the record store. I had like 15 CDs in it because that's all that existed. And I had a CD player in '83 because I was spoiled rotten little punk and I had everything I wanted. Mommy, I want a CD player. Okay, Chuck, you can have it.
in the house.
Anyway, so like, you had to wait 3 months for like the CD to come out. So then I
Yeah.
had both.
Chuck, I read someplace that Money for Nothing was like one of the first real big selling CDs.
It was about the big
and
box
it sold better
stores,
on
yeah.
CD than it did cassette or album.
But it was recorded in full digital. The
That's
CD
right.
in full
That's
digital
what I'm thinking
was
of, yeah.
amazing to listen
Yeah.
to. Super.
Oh
crisp.
yeah, and remember you'd be riding along, you'd be jamming, and all I want you to hear, no, and you'd be
Oh,
trying to get the hit the
you want to
eject
laugh?
button.
I had a 1980 Chevy Citation. That was my first car. My dad gave it to me, and the stupid radio was in sideways, right? So the first thing I do is yank out the AM radio that Dad didn't care about and put a stereo in there with a cassette deck, and the cassette had to be sideways. So the first rule was you had to put it so that the opening of the cassette was pointing down, and then you had to find a cassette deck that could actually work sideways because most of them couldn't work very long sideways. I had that problem a lot, Bill.
Wow.
Where it would just
Wow.
eat up tapes.
Huh.
It was one of those. It's one of those first world problems you dealt with as a rock and roll rebel.
but
with a-
somebody brought up a minute ago.
Yes.
that
I
was
had
what was-
bolt an 8-track. In
I was
my,
gonna
Really?
say,
An 8-track?
Bob
I
and
remember
I go back
you know,
to 8 tracks before
I
cassette.
had an
Yes,
8-track.
we
I
had
had an
to
8-track.
bolt that 8-track under the stereo. You know.
I had an 8-track.
and then
in
you would
my,
wire it. I would like when I was like 16, had my first car. I had stereo, and you would go try to find the biggest freaking car stereo speakers you could find, and we would wire up house speakers to add to it too.
I wanted everything to be packaged. So like the piece of crap
Yeah.
Citation, I cut out the back corners and I put the 4x10s in that fit in the rear
Yeah.
corners.
Yeah.
Put the all that stuff.
Yeah.
Everything was
Oh yeah.
proper, but as good as. But
Yeah.
4x10s aren't nice speakers. The 6x9s sounded better, but they didn't fit.
The
The good old
coaxial
days when the
6x9s.
good old days.
Yes.
Hey, what's
ones with
Chuck
the
Heron,
tweeters
what's
in
Ken
the
Heron
middle?
mean by a cart?
Oh,
Huh?
those are the tapes
Sure.
from a radio station.
Yeah.
Aren't-
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. They were
Yeah.
4-track
For ads
carts.
and stuff,
Yes.
right?
We know. You know.
Yeah,
Yes.
I used to. We had a couple of guys in college that messed around with the radio stuff. Yeah.
My history is all in radio. My father was a rock and my father-in-law was a rock and roll DJ. He worked with Alan Freed, And he was in
cool.
Kansas City and Minneapolis, and they did rock and roll shows in the 50s.
Wow.
And my wife was a radio rep, and my college roommate was a radio rep. I've had radio's been in my life since
Raised
I
in
was
your blood, Bob.
yeah, a child. Yes.
Well, when people
we
were
know
talking
what carts are. We used to stack up all the commercials ready, to play. Yep.
Well, when people were talking about 8-tracks, though, how many people remember doing the 8-track dance? When you would have a favorite song, it was like on track 3, and then it was on, and then you would have to.
Oh, it would fade out and go to track 4.
Or
Yeah.
you would have to listen to like a shitty song on track 2, and then get to your song on track, whatever.
You took those apart. You took a couple of those apart, right? I know.
Oh,
I took everything apart. I love the way it pulled from the center and wound up on the outside. And then the metal foil was how it made by the contactors. The metal foil by the contactors, that would click the solenoid to go clunk. It would index down to the next. Well, since it was 2 stereo tracks times 4 8-track, it would go click click. But I hated it when they had the song. The song faded out because they had to go from track to track. So they sometimes fade it out, then fade it back in. Oh, that pissed me off.
On 8-track, the key was buying something where everything was good, like say Led Zeppelin 4. Every track was good, so you didn't have to skip around.
I bought an 8-track recorder at one
I knew somebody had a recorder. Yep.
So I could make my own 8-track tapes.
I knew a guy had
from
one.
albums. Yep. Yes.
Oh God, no! Thank God I didn't have to do that because 8-track was really 8-track was, audiophile wise was dog shit. It was like, and the cassette was a miracle that it worked at all.
Can I interject a radio story?
Yeah.
Bill
left. Ken Herron went to invite, but Bill went away. He's the only one that has any power in his show, Ken.
Yeah. Bill,
get your headset in.
The only disc jockey that
Ken Herron went to invite.
I was going to tell him the only disc jockey that really went to prison for payola was Peter Tripp from L.A. And my father-in-law and Peter Tripp were good friends. I had Peter Tripp sitting in my backyard here, sipping beer and talking here. So
after he was arrested?
No, this long after he got out of prison.
Okay.
Jeez.
Ken, I would love to send you a link, but we're running over, and I've got to give my daughter a shower.
Maybe Bill.
Goodness.
Well, Ken, you're invited.
Right.
You're invited back for next week's show to play.
I would love that.
Record.
That would be awesome. We could start the show that way. And no, but you all know that this is the time I got to go.
Bill's got to go.
And it's like I said a minute ago, I got to go do the stuff. Anyway,
Bill's got to work.
Yep, I got to do that.
I got to work,
and I want to try to do. I'm going to try to get a sunset
out to be printed today.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get. I'm not trying. Ken's never denied, but the whole point is my wife would get pissed at me if I didn't. She'd be like, "Oh, why in the hell were you wrong?"
It's okay. We're all married to the same woman. It's fine, Bill.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. I got it. All right. So I'm going to go around the room, let everyone say their good evenings, starting with Bob.
Well, thank you, everybody. I'm so happy to be back on, and my life is still in turmoil, but she's gonna get better. We got really good news from the oncology and the surgeon today. They took out 50 lymph nodes out of her, and only 4 of them had cancer. So she is going to go through a very short round of chemo, but that's all she's going to need to do. So I'm looking forward to a full recovery, and we're going to get to go to Italy and spend a couple weeks in Italy and come back, and then she's going to start the chemo. So it's all good. I appreciate all your thoughts and prayers.
Fantastic. Yes, and we will definitely you need to keep us updated. Ron.
I know Bill's got to run, so we're going to make this short and sweet. I just want to send out thoughts and prayers to Audrey, and Bob for a quick recovery and a safe trip to Italy. Good night, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
And Chuck.
I'm glad Audrey's doing well. Honestly, I have nothing to follow up with that except 2K Drones is back. So if you guys have time,
this Saturday? Okay.
Yeah, at a goofy time. 10:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight, which works to we'll have like 3 p.m., 3:30 in the afternoon in the UK, and 7:30 ungodly early in the morning on the West Coast.
Well, I have to watch the replay sometimes when I get a chance to.
When you get
But that's all fantastic and everything. Let's see. Like I said, I think I'm going to try to get Steve on next week, and I know that Brian will be back. He was playing in the water this week. I know that, so we'll try to get Steve on next week, and we'll talk about some. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Steve Hyde.
We know of Steve
Yeah.
Hyde.
Ron,
Yeah.
Dr.
you know,
Jekyll and Steve Hyde.
Name sounds vaguely familiar.
he does a lot of the photography stuff in a lot of the groups. He does a lot of stuff. He's actually hangs out with Brian Mackey. They do a lot of photography down there in Houston. He
He's
does
a member of Old Farts. He's a very active member of Old Farts with drones.
He and his wife Gio do a lot of stuff together in and around Houston. So anyway, he's going to be coming on. I'm going to try to get him on next week. Well, maybe we'll talk some about night photography because he's like me. He really likes to saturate the shit out of
Look
stuff.
at all my hashtags.
So what do you mean? What do you mean your hashtag, Mad
I got
Chucky?
piles of hashtags.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with it, man. Like I
I'm
said,
going to tell you
we're-
how I feel, brothers.
We're a
and sisters.
community, and we all got to stop. You know, I mean, if people want to hit me with dislikes because I was being honest and truthful, I will defend my friends to the end. I don't think that it's cool to have bullies here.
Yeah, be transparent. It's all good.
You know, so
Yep.
next week we'll do something else creepy and crazy and weird and strange. And what?
Next week, Bill, we can see where we stand with our Mini 3 delays.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, if here's the
update.
deal, I will do that. If I do not have a shipping date or in some kind of shipping notice by next Wednesday, I will order from DJI here on the show.
Are you going to wait till
Ooh,
you going to wait
live
till
on the
Wednesday the
show.
28th or Thursday the 29th? Because the 29th was supposed to be the drop day, right? They're telling us. Didn't we get pushed out to the 29th of June? Isn't that where we all kind of stand?
Yeah, and then 7 days from today will be what?
The 29th.
Right, and that was the ship day.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying that as Thursday. Yeah, Wednesday. Next.
Yeah,
Wednesday.
so that's
We
what I
should
said.
have-
That's what. If
I'm
we don't,
sorry. I lost the day. That's what.
That's
happens when we
okay.
get old.
And
But
that
what
was
I'm
for
saying-
B&H, Bill? I didn't catch the beginning
Right.
of
They're
this.
all
B-
the same.
B&H,
They're all
yeah,
staying the same.
B&H.
B&H, huh?
They're all in the same
But
boat.
we did see that because Chuck and I were talking beforehand, and I was showing him the same thing. My battery, the plus battery, was back ordered to begin with, and then suddenly, boom, it was
They're
updated.
available. Apparently, like Drone Nerd says, they have them.
Yep. All right,
Yeah.
so let me get back over here. I need to get the exit. All right, folks, we'll be back with either a Mini 3 update or a Mini 3 live order. So with that being said, please come back and join us next week. Live long and prosper. We
Peace
will
out.
see you next week.